Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Framer. And in this video we are going to see how to work with stacks, and it is extremely powerful to work with stacks. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description. The complete course Framer is available if you want to learn this software starting from scratch to create different type of website conceptions or mobile application conceptions. This course will be perfect. It's on the first link on the description. You will see models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn, different hours of training contents. We'll see all the different features, all the different options, all the different tools on Framers to create any type of mobile application or any type of website. Second link on the description, the website in link on this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is the summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. So we are going to start with the stack. The first thing that I'm going to do, I have the desktop here and I'm going to add my breakpoint. So I will click here and I will add the basic breakpoint. The first one, it is tablet, and I will add another one, it is phone. You can work with more breakpoint. We are going to just make these 3 breakpoint in these tutorials, in this example tutorials, but you can create more breakpoint. I will create something like a section, like a block, and after we'll see step after step how to create stacks. So first things to do, I will add an image. So I will click on layout, I will select image, and I will add an image here. I will go on the right and I can click on choose image, and I selected different images with plant, and I'm going to select this first one. It is a PNG file, so it means we are on transparent backgrounds, and I will scale a little bit this image, and I will start for this image to go on the right, and on the size features I will use fit image, and I will use fit image on the wide and on the height. So thanks to that I can adjust my image just like this. After that I will create some title here. I will select the text tools and I will type just something like title content, and after to add title content just like this I will increase a little bit the size and place the title here. And at the same time, to make something convenient, I will show you also in another video how you can work with responsive text. So we will switch the text directly and we will change for the size of the text. Here you can change the size and you will switch the unit for rem, and thanks to that we'll be able to adjust after. And I will press Alt left click to duplicate. We'll just type content and let's just type something like this. Let's just type this is description about these sections. Let's just type something like this about these sections, and about to create different features. Let's just type anything like this. So I will add my text here. I will select some description. Maybe we can reduce the size of the description just like this here. And I would like to create a button just below. And for this I will select the text tool again. I will click here and I will type something like maybe discovers. At the same time, I will switch also the text tools and will change the unit for rem, but it's already in rem, so it's pretty good. And I will reduce a little bit the size, and I will select this one, and I will go on the right, and on the fat, on the wide, I will select fit content, and on the height, fit content as well. And after that, I will convert to a stack. So to create a stack, how you can do? To create a stack, I'm going to zoom a little bit out. You select the elements that you want. I will go here on the layer panel. So I select, for example, this text, and right click, you can convert to stack or Control Alt Enter. And when I click here, a stack is created. So you can see the stack and the text inside the stack here. Now what I'm going to do, I will go on the right, and on the wide of this stack I will select fit content, and on the 8 fit content. So thanks to that, if I select my stack here and I'm dragging and moving, the stack is fit to the content. If I just continue to the layout here, I have the possibility to add colors. So to the stack here, I have the possibility to add the colors, and I will add some maybe green color, just like this. And because I use fit content, I can have access to these handles. So if I zoom, I can have access to these handles to add a padding and to create my buttons. So when I go on the right, in the layout options, I can create the paddings that I want. So for example, on the top, I can define 10. On the bottom, I can define 10. On the right, I can define maybe 60. And on the left, I will define 60. And I will add a little bit rounded corner, like maybe 8, and I will select the text inside with double click, and I will switch the color for the white color. And that's it, I created like a first button. And maybe I can reduce little bit the padding here, and we can reduce maybe with 56. Now, something that I will do, it is to duplicate this stack. So I will press Alt left click to duplicate this stack. I will replace the content, and I will type something like read. But as you can see, the size is not the same. So in the first stack, concretely, if I switch here for maybe fix, I have 199. So maybe I can put 200. And when I click here, I can switch the white for fix, and I will type also 200 to have the same size, just like that. And now we can just come back to fit content, and I can come back to fit content. But if I come back to fit content, I will, as you can see, I will go have this again. So we'll keep fix. So now I have these two buttons. Now the aim is to create value stack to create a complete block responsive. So how we can process, first I will select this stack, so I will click on this area, we have this one and this one, so I will click on this stack, and I will go right click, I will create a stack, and thanks to that I will go on the right again on the size, and on the right I will use fit content. I will select this stack with my two small stack inside, I will place around here, and I can create a gap. So when you have a stack, when you go on the layout, you have multiple options like the direction, horizontal or vertical, just like this. So in this case, I will switch, I will keep horizontal, and here this is a gap, so it means the space between your element. And I will increase a little bit the gap, like maybe 52. Maybe a little bit more, like 50, maybe I can put 60, just like that. After that, I will create another stack with title content and this description here. And I will go right click, I will create a stack again. I will then again convert the white to fit content. I will select my stack, dragging and moving the stack here, and I define a little bit the gap here. And then I will select this stack and this one, and I will go right click, I will create another stack, and one more time in the wide I will use fit content, and one more time I will select this main stack and I will place here, and on this main stack I can adjust the space between my stack with a button and my stack with the text. And the last stack that I'm going to create, it is the image, so I will select the image, and I will select this main stack here, and I will go right click to create another stack just like this. And thanks to that I can adjust a little bit the gap, and in this case about the wide I will keep relative. And now what I will do, I will add a color on the backgrounds. So I will go on the style, and on the fill options I will add a little bit color, like maybe something like this type of color. I can add a little effect on my text, I can select titles, and on the colors I will recuperate this green color, and maybe here I can select this is descriptions, and I will recuperate this color as well, just like that. Maybe I can do a little bit more, and I can recuperate this color, or maybe I can do a little bit, yes, I can select the first line, and on the first line I will recuperate this color, just like that. And because I created a main stack, as you can see I can adjust also the padding again. So if I go on the right, on the style, not on the style, on the layout options, I can put a gap maybe on the top 50 and maybe on the bottom 50. So now I want to adjust the height of each artboard on my content. So I will select desktop, and on desktop I will change the height for fit content, and thanks to that I can create my block. Now I want to make something responsive. So if I click here, as you can see, it's still not responsive. So how I can do, I need to, here is my first element, and on the second element I can just click on my stack and I can, for example, reduce the size between the image and the text here, and I can click on this area and maybe reduce a little bit the cap on this one to have something great on, for example, the view on tablet. So maybe we can zoom, and on this area I will reduce with, I will reduce with maybe, yes, 40. And then when I go on the font, as you can see, the display is not pretty good. So what we can do, we can just change the direction of the stack just like this. But I need to select the stack. So if I click on the stack, I can change the directions for vertical, and I will obtain this render. And when I click on this one, I can change also the direction for vertical, and I can also as well, so it means if I go here, I can change a little bit the space as well. Let's put, for example, 38. I think it's too much. I will reduce with maybe 30. The only problem is the size of the text. This is why we are using in the option of the text rem, because now I can click on the desktop, and on the desktop I can change the base typography here. So it means I can change the size for this one, the first one. I can change the size for 18 maybe. For the second one, I can change the size, the base for 16 maybe. And for this one, I can change the size and I can reduce for maybe 12. And I think it's pretty good. And now if I just click here, we can create something responsive. So it means if I go on this area, I can reduce, and because we have stack here, we can obtain this render. As you can see, it's pretty convenient. I can extend, and you can see the different brick print, just like this. We only have 3 brick print, but we can create more brick print. For example, in the training course, we are going to take this type of example with more brick print, like 5 or 6 brick print. But here I'm showing you some basicals with 3 brick print. And thanks to that, we can make something perfectly responsive. And this is why it's important on your text content, to switch on the text options the value rem, because if you switch to rem, after you have the possibility to go to your artboards, for example the desktop artboard, and to change the base typography, or to click on the tablet to change the base typography and to reduce, and to the font and to reduce as well. And thanks to that, you can make something perfectly responsive just like this. So this is how you can work with the stack to make something perfectly responsive. We're going to stop here with this video. If you like, subscribe to these YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. If you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. Here just an example, it's a little fast, but in the training course, we can see slowly all the different features to learn perfectly Framer. So it means how to work with the stack, how to work with the frame, how you can add shapes, work with a component, how you can master text, work with the different size, work with the color, all these type of things in the training course, and different example about how you can create different type of blocks. So all this on the first link on the description. Second link on the description, the website. In link with this YouTube channel, you can discover software, have basics of this software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick any graphic courses and learn any graphic software. For next video on these channels, see you. Ciao, ciao.